About 12 years ago, a book called The Hunger Games came out, written by Suzanne Collins. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with her, she wrote that series. Beforehand, she wrote the Gregor the Overlander series, and basically, as far as young adult book series are concerned, she's very well respected. Now, at the time, I don't think a lot of people were aware of exactly how successful these books would become or the movies that they'd spawn, but it was a really good book at the time, and a lot of people were very, very interested in the general battle royale type format that it spawned. A better way to put it would probably be that it just sort of brought it back into the mainstream, because it was brought up in quite a few other forms of media before the Hunger Games, but the Hunger Games really did bring it back into the mainstream frame of mind. And over time, as it got more and more popular, a lot of people got really into the idea of putting it into gaming, and they made different versions of it in different games by custom making servers and things like that. Minecraft was the biggest notable one, but there are other examples of Hunger Games versions of games and servers of games that allow those sorts of things. And that brings me to my idea of the day. Definitely one that I don't know if I should actually be doing, but you know what? We're just gonna have some fun with it and see if you guys are down for more. As you guys can see, we are gonna be going down the list alphabetically of all 460 something villagers. There's a whole lot of them, and we're gonna be including every single villager, whether that be a villager that has been included in newer games or has only been included in the older ones. To be completely honest, I have no idea how this is going to go, but I feel like format wise I have to make some predictions. First and foremost, I do think that I have to root for my Chiken brothers and sisters. Okay, so we're gonna be going with Ava as my official prediction for the winner of this Hunger Games, but if I had to make an educated guess, just based on my experiences with some of these villagers, I would say that Apple is definitely going to be up there. Probably also a contender as far as winning is concerned. I mean, look at her face, okay? Just look at that face. You can't tell me that there's not some crazy stuff going on in that little brain there, okay? Come on, man. So let's go ahead and get started. My glasses for this, dude. I can't actually read it from far away. Okay. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Annalise runs into the cornucopia and hides. Allie runs away with a lighter and some rope. Ava runs away from the cornucopia. Smart, smart. Don't fight at the cornucopia. They always go early, dude. They always do. Agnes, what? Agnes breaks Anka's nose for a basket of bread. Agnes, what are you doing, girl? Good grief, man. Okay. Angus grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. That is a typical Angus move too, dude. I mean, like, look at the flame shirt and everything. He's an edgy boy. He goes for the backpack. He doesn't get anything from it. Alice takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Admiral grabs a jar of fishing bait while Apollo gets fishing gear. Okay, smart. Those are some good calls there. Good calls. Ace finds a bag of explosives. All right. Agent S runs away from the cornucopia. Al runs away from the cornucopia. Anchovy runs away from the cornucopia. Anacati stays at the cornucopia for resources. Apple breaks Aurora's nose for a basket of bread. Apple, I'm telling you guys, she's brutal. Absolutely brutal, dude. Amelia finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Okay. Alfonso stays at the cornucopia for resources. Again, makes sense. I think it's a risky move, but I get it. Annalisa and I'll fight Analog and Annabelle. This is going to be really hard to commentate properly because they all have A names because I'm doing this alphabetically, but we'll get through it. Astrid rips a mace out of Antonio's hands. Okay, so we have no deaths right off the bat. We have a couple broken noses. Again, Apple just going absolutely ham here. And then earlier on, we do have some solid starts here as well. Again, Admiral and Apollo getting some really solid stuff going with that fishing gear and a jar of fishing bait. Really solid choices there. We got some injuries, but no deaths just yet. Day one continues. Anacati sees smoke rising in the distance, decides not to investigate. Alfonso practices his archery. Okay, so he's gonna go ham. Oh no! Oh no, dude. Oh, Apple sets an explosive off, killing Alice, Apollo, Agnes, and Angus. Dude, they all go down. 4 kills already. Brutal. I swear, this is the first one of these. Okay, look, I know the skeptics in you guys are gonna say that I just went through these simulations until I got what I wanted. This is the first simulation. I have not done this any other times. Apple is absolutely going ham, man. Good grief. Okay, so Aurora makes a slingshot. All right, that could be useful. Ava sprains her ankle while running away from Admiral. Admiral's got fishing bait. That's all he's got, dude. Ava can chill out here. You don't need to run away from this dude. Anchovy begs for Amelia to kill him. She refuses, keeping Anchovy alive. Anka constructs a shack. Okay. Antonio thinks about home. Yeah, all right. Astrid receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Okay, so Astrid has a mace and fresh food. This is a good setup for night one. Al receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Agent S tries to spearfish with a trident. Allie sprains her ankle while running away from Ace. Lots of broken noses and sprained ankles right now, let me tell you. Annalise practices her archery. Analog thinks about home. And Annabelle finally receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Again, those are probably pretty solid. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Wait a second. 6. Hold the phone. Oh, that's it. Okay, so that's actually it's because it's implied that Analog and Annabelle are the ones that won the fight. They fought to the death. Yeah, Annalisa and Isle are down. So the explosives took all 4 of these guys out, and then Annalisa and Isle lost the fight. Wow. Dang, dude, this is serious business. Okay, we're moving on to night 1. Aurora and Annabelle huddle for warmth. Allie starts a fire. Ace destroys Apple's supplies while she's asleep. Okay, Ace is making an enemy. Ace is making an enemy that Ace does not want to be making right now. Okay. Antonio sets an explosive off, killing Anchovy, Anka, Al, and Admiral. God dang, man. These guys are brutal. This is only day and night 1. And we're already down 10 characters now, 10 villagers. This is crazy. Annalise kills Anacati for her supplies. Alfonso goes to sleep. He's practices archery. Okay, he's now an archer. He's got it down. He's ready to go. He's ready to get in some fights and things like that. He's good to go, man. Alfonso, he's the sleeper right now. He is the dark horse in this competition. No! Agent S's trap kills Ava. Dude, no! Not like this, man. Not like this. Amelia destroys Analog supplies while he is asleep. Analog's already up 2 kills, Amelia. I don't know if you want to do that, but again, I think the main bad decision on night 1 is probably going to be Ace destroying Apple's supplies. Very bad decision. Apple is an absolute beast. Again, that face has seen some things. That face has done some things, man. And then Astrid receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Astrid's just rolling in food and water, has a mace. Again, things are looking pretty good on Astrid's front, that's for sure. Okay, day 2 has begun. Aurora explores the arena. Allie dies from hypothermia. Great decisions there, Allie. Fantastic. Agent S sees smoke rising in the distance, decides not to investigate. Alfonso tries to sleep through the entire day. Amelia picks flowers. Good job, Amelia. You're really doing some great work here. Really doing some great work. Okay. That's definitely what you want. Your survival instinct kicking in right there. Annabelle makes a slingshot. Okay. Annalise constructs a shack. Analog and Astrid work together for the day. Both of them are absolutely going ham. Again, Astrid has tons of supplies. Analog has kills at this point. This could be some serious business here. This could be the team that makes it. Antonio receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Already has 3 kills. Concerned. Somewhat concerned. We will see. Ace questions his sanity. We see Apple receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Again, Apple on an absolute killing streak here. So we'll see what happens. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. All right, Alfonso receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Analog quietly hums. Apple thinks about home. Annalise screams for help. Why? Why would you? Okay, sure, we'll go with that. Ace destroys Annabelle's supplies while she is asleep. Agent S loses sight of where she is. Okay. Aurora sees a fire, stays hidden. Astrid questions her sanity. Antonio dies from an infection. Antonio, no! Antonio was going ham, man. Oh, that's a rough one right there. And then Amelia tries to treat her infection, probably with the flowers. That would make sense. Day 3. Amelia searches for firewood. Annabelle sprains her ankle while running away from Astrid. Okay. So again, Astrid just going ham again. Agent S and Apple just hunt down other tributes. Okay. Aurora and Analog split up the search for resources. Ace sets Alfonso on fire. Alfonso, you had a bow and arrow and food. What are you doing? What are you doing? Annalise receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Okay, so not a whole lot going on here. Again, these are all the villagers that have survived for a little while. They're getting farther and farther into the game. So Alfonso did go down. That meant that Alfonso burned and burned. Like he's gone, boys. He's It's done. It's over. Only 9 villagers remain. Wow, dude. Continuing on, night 3, Analog and Astrid tell stories about themselves to each other. Again, both of them have done some crazy things during this game. Aurora, Annabelle, Agent S, and Amelia all are going to be, I guess, teaming up here, or at least just having a truce for night 3, telling each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Meanwhile, Annalise kills Ace for his supplies, which is actually kind of unexpected. Annalise has not done much this Hunger Games, this Crossing Games, really has not been doing a whole lot, and Ace has been going ham recently, so I'm not really sure how that went down, but Annalise did take down Ace, so okay. And then finally, we have Apple being awoken by nightmares, most likely the screams of her opponents that went down early on in day 1. Just an educated guess. Then we got the feast, guys. That is going to be in between night 3 and day 4. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Aurora, Agent S, and Astrid track down and kill Annabelle. Right off the bat, Annabelle goes down. Annalise decides not to go to the feast, Apple decides not to go, Amelia decides not to go, and Analog decides not to go. Apple defeats Astrid in a fight but spares her life. Apple just suddenly having a just bit of mercy here. I did not think that was gonna happen. Analog severely injures Annalise and leaves her to die. Okay, so Annalise goes down. Agent S picks flowers. Again, just great use of time here. Great use of time. Amelia receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, and Aurora constructs a shack. So it looks like a lot of our remaining villagers have decided to have somewhat of a strategy here. They've gone flower picking. They've got some truces going on here. They've got some shacks going on. They have all their food figured out. They have some weapons. And for some reason, again, Apple just deciding to have some mercy here. Not sure why. Very, very strange stuff going on. Night 4, Amelia accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh no. Oh, that's rough. That's not a good way to go out. I mean, I guess it's quick. I guess it's a fast way to go out. Maybe it is in this scenario better. I don't know. You guys let me know. Landmine, is that good? Bad? Compared to everything else? I don't know, man. Analog lets Agent S into his shelter. Okay. Analog's gonna make a friend. They've worked together previously, I think. Aurora is awoken by nightmares. Apple starts a fire, and Astrid sets up camp for the night. Okay. Analog, Aurora, Apple, Astrid, Agent S. Wait, there's only 5 of you left. Can you count? Astrid and Analog hold hands. Okay. Aurora sets Agent S on fire with a Molotov, and Apple passes out from exhaustion. Aurora shoots an arrow at Analog, misses, and kills Astrid instead. Okay, Astrid goes down. We only have Aurora, Analog, and Apple left. Dude, we might have an Apple win here. Apple might take the W right now. We might see the dub go her way. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Aurora survives. Analog in agony kills Apple so she does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. No! Apple, no! Oh, man. All right. So Apple goes down. That is unfortunate. We have 2 tributes remaining, 2 villagers remaining. Analog and Aurora, the penguins, are making it to the final bit here. 3 cannon shots here in the distance. Agent S, Astrid, and unfortunately, 2 remain. 3 kills on Aurora, 4 kills on Analog. Who will win? Night 6. Aurora spears Analog in the abdomen. Oh no! The winner is Aurora from District 12. Okay, so this is our placements, even though I guess anything under first place doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be about it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, Aurora takes home the dub, even though she didn't start out very strong. She definitely ended very strong with a spear to Analog. That is pretty brutal for sure. And I didn't think Apple was gonna go down, but she ended up getting 3rd place. Kind of unfortunate. Was hoping I would get that one right and she would move on, but she didn't, unfortunately. I will say that we do have over 460 villagers that we can go through with this series, so if you guys are down for more of this, I definitely have quite a long series we can do, and then eventually we can whittle it all the way down to a final championship crossing game. So if you guys are down for that, again, let me know. I will see you very soon for the next one. So always have a fantastic day. Peace.